Everybody, my name is AllisonRebekeh and I am a photographer based in Hampton Roads, Virginia. And today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how to have a better, more creative and easygoing portrait session, because I know portraits can be very stressful and very confusing, and you get to the shoot and you're freaking out and the model's freaking out and everyone's awkward and you have a brain freeze and you think you don't know what you're doing, and then you have a mental breakdown and then think you need to quit. But you don't need to quit, you just need practice. And here are some tips that are hopefully going to help you. They've definitely helped me tremendously. I've been doing portraits for about 3.5 years now, and I think that I have accumulated a good amount of tips and tricks that will help you not freak out, get more creative, have more inspiration, and just have fun, because that's what this is all about. So the first thing that I recommend is to observe your favorite photographers and then kind of look at the different pose ideas and kind of analyze what you are liking about them and what you don't like about them, so that you can then more easily apply that style or kind of the vibe that they have that you like into your own photography and in the session that you're going for, etc. You can save different pose ideas or different just pictures in general if you like the editing style or the angle, any of that. Save it to your Instagram favorites or whatever that thing is. That has helped me tremendously, and I will link a couple of Instagrams down below of my favorite photographers for inspiration if you're interested in that. The second thing kind of goes along with this a little bit. I would recommend making a Pinterest board, especially dedicated to specific shoots that you're doing. That will help tremendously with not forgetting poses, because you will be able to more easily visualize the vibe you're going for that specific shoot, so it'll be a lot easier to gather inspiration from it and things like that. So once you've kind of observed the photographer that you like or the poses that you like, you can more easily search better keywords on Pinterest instead of just searching Pinterest pose ideas, photography, model, whatever. You're not really going to find anything if you just search pose ideas. You're going to find those really ugly stock photos of them sitting on a weird bench or a stool in a studio, and it looks really stupid and you're like, that's not helping me at all. What is this? You need to search for specific keywords or you're not going to find what you're looking for. You can search pose ideas inspired by Ben Sasso, or you can search pose ideas hands, pose ideas curved body, pose ideas thinking outside of the box, pose ideas weird, pose ideas mirrors, things like that. Add keywords, add the vibe that you're going for, or you're not going to find anything. Pinterest is a great tool, but you have to understand how to use it properly. So that is a huge tip that I have for you. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. The next tip that I have may seem kind of redundant, but trust me, this will help you tremendously. This is the number one thing that has saved my life when it comes to remembering poses. Write down the poses, either physically or even just on the notes on your phone. Whatever works for you, whatever's more convenient. I'd recommend it on your phone, just so that you can more easily take it with you on the shoot and go through it, and you don't have to take out this weird piece of paper and everything looks weird. So just write them down on your notes, or, it doesn't matter. You can do what you want, whatever is easiest. Write them down specifically, write down each and every little bit about the pose, the angle that you want, the expression that you want the model to have, all of it. Write it all down, and then right before the shoot or even during the shoot, you can go through and look at the poses. And so let's say that you're taking photos and you have come up with 3 poses, and then you freak out and have a brain freeze. All you have to do, this is not unprofessional at all, trust me, this is a lifesaver. Just take a couple minute break, have the model sit down, get some water, you can check your SD card, change your battery, look over the pose ideas so that you don't forget anything. It's not unprofessional to take a break. Everybody needs a couple minute break during a shoot. Do not worry, that will help you a ton to just kind of refresh your brain, keep everything flowing properly, and everything will be all good. The next tip that I have for you is to not be afraid to think outside of the box. If you come up with some weird pose that you want to do, but you're kind of scared to do it, do not be. Trust me, do whatever. You don't have to follow the specific, portrait rules. If you want to cover someone's face, cover someone's face. If you want to get a really weird angle from below or above, do it. Do what you want. Experiment. This is the time to try new things, especially if you're just beginning. And then you can analyze from yourself what you're liking, what you're not liking, and what you can use for future shoots and what you'll probably never shoot again. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. So the last tip that I have for you is to make sure that you are communicating with the model the pose that you're going for by showing them what you want. If you're not showing them the pose that you're going for, then it's going to be a lot harder for them to really understand your vision. So for example, if you want your model to put their hand halfway over their forehead, they might not understand like exactly what angle you're going for, so it would be a lot quicker and easier if you say, hey, can you put your hand kind of halfway over your forehead and then separate your fingers maybe a little bit, and then you can have them move their arm down or up, or kind of like then vibe from whatever the model has done thus far. But it helps tremendously with communication when you show them what you're going for. And especially if you don't really know how to put the pose idea into words, you can just show them and then they'll kind of get the idea and then go from there. So I hope that these tips helped you out, and if they did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you thought. If you have any other ideas for future videos on anything photography related, I'd love to make a video and help you in your journey, because I'm very passionate about helping other creatives grow in their craft no matter what it is, because I think art is really important, and I think everyone should be able to express themselves and feel inspired and happy, and creativity is the best thing ever, and it should be used all the time, every day. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. I don't like ending videos, it's awkward. So I'll just see you, like, bye.